Hi there, Duncan here, physiotherapist and owner of Life is Movement, here with another exercise video demonstration. I make these demonstrations for my patients here at the clinic. However, if you're not a patient and you find any of these exercises useful, you're of course welcome to take them and use them as you see fit. Just please make sure you do so safely. So I just wanted to quickly illustrate an early stage rehab exercise I give to people, particularly with issues in the shoulder, neck, or upper back. And I can't think of a better name for this. So I call it the at ease stretch with wing flap, which will all make sense in a moment. A patient of mine has decided she calls it the baby bird. So call it as you wish. And basically, this is an exercise for people, if you're like myself and aren't particularly good at putting your arm behind your back. As you can see here, it's not too bad, but my shoulder internal rotation, if you can see that, isn't great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And this can happen for all sorts of reasons, a shoulder injury, or it can happen just because of if we tend into a kyphosed posture, it can sort of make it hard to reach behind our backs. Or it often happens to people who, like myself, have spent a lot of time in the gym, doing a lot of pressing motions, building up the chest, biceps, shoulders, and so forth. So we get a little bit tight, and it can impede our ability to internally rotate the shoulders. So what we do is we place our hands behind our back. And what I like to do is, personally, I like to make a fist like this. Start nice and low and nice and comfortable. And all you're going to do is move, while in this position, you're going to bring the elbows forward and together, and then backwards and together. So it's a sort of mobility exercise where we move the shoulders forward and back. And we're sort of really stretching and opening up into that tight area. I'll show you from the side. So we come forward and together, and then back, forward and together, and then back. And just so you can see from the front, forward and together, back and open. And even just doing it now, it actually feels quite nice. It feels like I'm sort of opening up into the chest, and for me particularly into the front of the shoulder muscles, the front of the deltoids. The way we progress this, or the way I like to sort of enhance this exercise is, as I was sort of doing there, I'm adding a bit of neck or cervical flexion and extension into the motion to get all of this moving as a unit, which often really, really helps with issues of the shoulder or the thoracic spine or scapular or neck, is to get this whole part of the body sort of working in concert. So every little part is doing its bit. So no one particular part is being overburdened. So as you sort of come forward with the elbows, you can just sort of nod down a bit and sort of collapse in a little bit. And then you do the opposite as you open up. So you sort of just overemphasize the stretch just a little bit to get a bit deeper into those positions. As always with exercises like this, rehab, we're looking at that tolerable discomfort, 2, 3, maybe 4 out of 10 discomfort. What most people would note is, what most people will find is noticeable but tolerable. Never push into pain, but you can have a bit of discomfort. You need to send the stimulus to cause the physiological change. If you have trouble with those principles, I'll link a video on that here. But I hope you find that exercise useful, and I'll see you at the clinic.